Today, I'm going to be rating every single Black Panther suit in Marvel's Avengers. As a quick reminder, this is going to be my own personal opinion on how T'Challa looks in this game, and if there's something in here that you disagree with, please let me know down in the comments below. And if it isn't obvious from the sound of my voice, I'm getting over a cold slash sickness slash sinus illness, so if my voice sounds a little bit off today, that's why. So without further ado, we are going to get started, and we're going to start with Black Panther's iconic look. This is not his iconic look, by the way, it's his MCU look, so we're gonna change that really quickly. So it's Black Panther. One of the things that I'm not really sure about is the Black Panther logo in the middle. It's really small. It looks more like a medallion than an actual logo. But something about the texture just makes it look more like an all pleather suit rather than, you know, like a high-tech Wakanda suit. It could just be the way that the material is kind of stretching out. It's all right. Like, you can look at this and you can say that it's Black Panther, but that's really about it. It's not my favorite look. It's passable. So I would honestly give this one a 6 or a 7. Doesn't really wow me in any way. King T'Challa, this is very interesting because I like this idea that it's just him in his business attire. I'm assuming that he has actual facial expressions. I would hope that he has actual facial expressions and that maybe his mouth moves. I really hope so, because that would be really weird if it didn't. And then you remember that you have to go out and fight robots, and I just don't know if that translates very well. I do like this outfit. It does look really nice on him. Maybe there's some novelty about dressing up in your best suit and beating the shit out of robots, but in general I think the suit looks really good, and I actually like how he has the metal claws, you know, to still do his thing, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10, actually. The more I see it, the more I like it, and I think this color variation works well too because of the slight purple. It's a little too desaturated in my opinion, but it still looks good. Blood of the Hunter. This actually looks really nice, and you know it's because it's red, but also there's something about not having the mask on it that just makes it look that much better. The thing that I'm not really a big fan of is that his forearm guards and shin guards are still black, but I feel like the colors on that could be a little bit different, and it just stands out a little too much in my opinion. This one is going to get a 7.5 out of 10 from me. I think if the colors were a little bit different on the arm and shin guards, then it would be a little bit higher, but that's the only thing that's holding it back for me. Gold touched. Actually, I kind of like this one a little bit more than his default. And it's obviously because of the gold, but I think the gold just kind of highlights it a little bit more. So this one is going to get a 7.5. No, 7. I'll keep it at a 7. I'll keep it at a 7, but then his default will drop to a 6. How about that? The man, the myth, the legend, King T'Challa. This looks really cool. I like it. The battle damage, I like this idea. It should be more than just a pleather suit, but the pleather texture just makes it look like a pleather suit. But he has something underneath it, and it looks really cool. I wish there was a little more damage maybe to like his arms and his claws. Like, I wish there was more damage. Like, it's subtle enough, but I wish there was a little bit more. Or maybe like, you know, half of his mask would be broken off or something instead of being fully exposed. I'm gonna also give this one a 7 out of 10, about the same as the other one. And actually, I like this more than his default just because of the purple. I don't like this recolor as much. I'm immediately dropping it down to a 5. Ooh, wait. So this one is basically the same, but the purple is more saturated and there's more purple accents. This is a little too much purple. He has the purple accents, but then the interior of it is just a slightly different shade of purple, so it just looks not as great in my opinion. And this is again another one where I feel like having a damaged mask would probably be a little better. This one I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. Bro, what the fuck? The cape is clipping through his arm. What? That immediately left a bad impression on me. I don't know about the Robin cape, man. I think that the suit itself looks dumb, but the cape kind of adds to it a little bit. This one's a weird one. It's like the textures on the bicep, like the black textures are what I'm not really a big fan of. Yeah, I feel like the cape could work with other suits, but it doesn't work with this one. So this one is gonna get a 4 out of 10. This one's even worse, dog. What the heck are they doing? You know me, I'm not a fan of the yellow colors or the green colors or the brown colors, and this has every single color that I don't like. This one is gonna get a 2. Morning workout. Okay, this actually looks kind of sick in the sense that Black Panther is borrowing from shield technology and like a shield outfit, right? Like this looks like covert ops, but also Black Panther at the same time, and I kind of like it, but it's labeled as morning workout, and I don't think T'Challa would work out in this suit. I think that he would just be shirtless. But in general, I think the suit looks cool for what it's going for. It actually reminds me a bit of the stealth suit that Spider-Man has in Far From Home, but catered to Black Panther. And I think with that, I kind of like it a little bit more than I reasonably should. So this one is gonna get a 6 out of 10. This is just a blue version of his default look, and I actually dig it. I will probably give this one a 6.5. Okay, this just looks like a wrestler. I feel like the cape actually does work with this outfit, but only when I think that this is a wrestler and not Black Panther. This one is gonna get a 4 out of 10. Avenging Archer, everybody. It's a part of the set, and they gave it to this whack-ass outfit. I love the bullseye logo on the cape with the other bullseye logo in the chest. And the arrow on his abdominal area is pointing up towards the bullseye. That's really cool. This is the best one with this outfit so far. I think the purple and the Hawkeye stuff really adds a lot to it. It's still gonna get like a 6. I think it's better than all the other ones that we've seen so far. Dude, the eyes look so creepy. I don't know why they did that. I think that the rest of the suit is fine, but the eyes just look terrifying. Yeah, because the white looks good with the black accents, and then you have the red to kind of add a little bit more to it, but it's just the eyes. I don't like the eyes on this one. I think it would be better if it was dark. That's the only thing that's holding it back for me. So this one is gonna get a 7 out of 10. It would be higher, honestly, if the eyes just weren't like that. It's creeping me out, dude. It's scary. What the fuck? This is so trippy. I don't know how I feel about it. It's shiny. I don't think the shininess works on this one for me. This one is gonna get a 4 out of 10. It doesn't vibe with me. Luke Charles? Is this not just Dante? Oh my god, this is the DMC guy in me. But if the pants were just black, I think this would look better. I think the only thing that ruins this outfit are the pants. Other than that, I really like it. I would use this one if the pants were black. This one is going to get a 6 out of 10. If the pants were black, it would probably be an 8 for me. Without fear. Okay, so this is the morning workout, but red and black, or with the silver tactical vest. The red eyes still fucking creep me out, dude. I like this one about the same, if not a little worse. It's like he's trying to be a different character. Actually, wait, I know what it is. If the ears aren't there, it's just Deadshot. It still looks cool, but again, I don't know if it screams Black Panther. Because it's red, though, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. I'll at least give it that. Oh, you know what? This fit looks pretty fresh. I like the all blue with this one. This is just Virgil. So he gets blue and blue, but the other one is red and checkered pants? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. This looks really cool. This one is going to get a 7 out of 10. No. It's too purple. The orange and the yellow I don't like. The other colors I just know I'm gonna like more. This one is going to get a 4 out of 10. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna have to see a different color, but for right now, this one is gonna get a 4 out of 10. Maybe a 3. Beloved. This is just Wrestler. Wrestler Black Panther again. I get what they're going for. I don't know if more red and green around the rest of the costume would be better, or if this would be fine. Actually, yeah, that's probably where I'm going to settle on it. It looks like it should be an all black suit, but they're adding color just for the sake of it. This one, I'm going to give a 5 out of 10. Oh, so I'm going to skip ahead literally as I say that. All black with purple, and it doesn't look unnecessary either. It looks like it's naturally incorporated. So this makes more sense. I like the sleekness of it. I think the purple adds a little bit more to it. I just don't know if this would be like a thing where it would look better if it was all black, and then when he charged up like his, you know, the purple like suit energy thing that he has in the movies, like that stuff, right? Like if he channeled that or like activated a super move and then the purple outlines on the suit came on, that would look sick as hell. But with this being the default, I think it looks a little worse in that aspect. It still looks cool, but I think that's how it would be incorporated if this was a better game. So with that, I'll give it a 7, maybe with the potential of being an 8. Heavy the Crown. I'm sure you guys are gonna tell me, what is this in reference to? I mean, it looks cool. The recolor is kind of whatever, just because it's like blue. I'd like to see the different colors of it though, just to make it more Black Panther-y, but I'll give it like a 6. So here it is. This looks dope as hell, man. I like this. You know what he looks like? He looks like a sheriff, but then he just put the Black Panther hat on. But it kind of works. Like, I remember using this just because it was the trench coat and he was doing flips and stuff, and I thought it looked really cool. I just came to the realization he does kind of just look like a demon hunter too, but also paying a little bit of homage to Blade in that sense. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It looks slick as hell. Supernatural Avengers. This actually looks really cool. I like this in the supernatural spirit isms, and I think that's where this outfit could work. Like, the tattoos are highlighted too. His skin being blue makes it that like spiritual isms, but I don't know if I could see myself using this suit while beating up robots. With that, I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10 on aesthetics. I don't like this recolor. This recolor is going to get a 3 out of 10. I like this recolor a little bit more, but I'm still not really a big fan of the outfit. So this one is going to get a 4 out of 10. I think that's, yeah, that is the last one. So I really just don't like that outfit. That's what it is. Desert Panther. So this, I think, works. Co-ops, Black Panther in the desert. This is what I could see him wearing. And in the future levels that are in the desert in this game, I could see him wearing this, and I think that it could work. And it looks cool in that way. So with that, I will give it a 6 out of 10. I realize he looks like a COD skin. Oh my god, you're right. This does totally look like a COD skin. And like, again, you go to the desert in a Call of Duty match, and then everyone has the specific camo for the desert. That's what this is. Panther's Rise. Oh, I thought we were done with this one. Still don't like it. Still getting like a 3 out of 10. Yeah, because they had to give him a fucking cowboy hat. The purple and blue, I don't know about. Everything else is fine, and then they gave him the fucking cowboy hat. The cowboy hat looks really silly. I think if the cowboy hat was on this one, it would still look silly. Like, it still looks fine. I just think the other one is better, but this one also has a cowboy hat. You know what? I'm gonna give it the same grade. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It doesn't look like Black Panther to me. It's because of the cowboy hat. The cowboy hat's hiding his ears. Actually, yeah, that's the other thing. The only way that you can tell that this is Black Panther is by the Black Panther claws and him doing Black Panther things. That's so funny. Looking slick. Goddamn right he's looking slick. Oh my god. This man is standing on business. The gold looks really good too. And the gold claws, I'm giving it a 9. So far, this is my favorite. It's always the simple ones. That's the common theme that I've noticed. The simple ones are the better ones. When they do shit like this, that's when it gets wonky. I get what they're going for. I don't know who would use this, and I wouldn't judge you, but I would question you. 5 out of 10, I think, is fair. Darkness Breaks. He looks like a lackey that is infused with purple energy. It doesn't look like Black Panther. It looks like some enemy that I would encounter in a video game that's juiced up. This one, I'm gonna give a 5 out of 10. You wanna know what this is? This is CW Black Panther. It's fine, but I wouldn't doubt if they used this as the default look for this game, the same way that they had Cap's suit being the default in this game, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's still gonna get a 6. I just realized he has ammo packs. Why does he have ammo packs? What ammo is he packing? Ascension, this looks fire. The white option is really nice. It's not like a snow white, but it's white, and I like it. I would probably use this in certain situations. This one, I'm gonna give an 8 out of 10. Son of T'Chaka. There's nothing wrong with this. I just like the black more. I think the color combinations work. I will say that, like the purple with the orange and the yellow. Almost would want to see his shoes being maybe like a shade of purple as well instead of black. I think that's just me being a little too nitpicky. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Still looks good, just not my favorite. Can we just take a second to acknowledge that most of the suits that he's had where he's in a suit, like a literal suit, is better than most of the super suits that he's wearing? Pretty crazy. What the fuck is even this? I hate this. You cannot tell that this is Black Panther. It's like Iron Man tried to iron him up, but still have the Iron Man trademark on here. It looks like just a robot suit and not like he's getting his powers naturally. Yeah, he looks like a fucking Power Rangers villain. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, it looks so silly. I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 10. Yeah, I really don't like it. Panther Crew. I think that this would look better if the coat was a different color, or even if the coat was off, I think it would look better. Like, I'm almost thinking like, oh my God, what was it? Like Mr. Knight from Moon Knight, just with the way that his top is, right? Like, I can see the sleeves. Like, imagine like if he was wearing sleeves, or even if he had like his sleeves rolled up or whatever. I just think that would look so much better. The coat actually kind of holds it back a little bit. Oh man, that's really unfortunate because I really like the rest of it, and I just think the coat is the thing that holds it back a little bit. This one I'm gonna give a 6 out of 10. I kind of like it just for how unique it is. Yeah, that's what I think about this one. The color looks really good, like the purple, the blue, and the black. I wouldn't use it myself, but I'm glad that this is here. The mask looks really nice. It's funny, like, you know, the way that his mouth looks, it's kind of like the same thing that Willem Dafoe had in the first Spider-Man movie with his mask, where you could still see him talk because of like the way that, because, you know, just because like the texture thing, right? That's kind of what that looks like, which I guess for this outfit would work. Like, he looks like a warrior, actually. That's probably the best way to put it. And that's what I really like about this. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm not gonna put it any higher just because I feel like armor looks a little pleathery in some areas, but overall I think it looks really solid, but I don't think I could give it any higher than like maybe a 7, maybe like a 7.5. But yeah, I really appreciate that it's here though. Nine out of 10. This actually looks really fucking cool, and the cape works. Wow. Yeah, I really like this. So obviously the Panther is shirtless, but he still has the tattoos everywhere. That looks really cool. But then he's wearing the pants, you know, just to have that like outfit, right? This looks really cool. I don't know if I could give it a 10. Fuck it, I'm giving it a 10. I'm giving it a 10. That looks really fucking cool. Maybe I will play a match with this after I do the ratings, because I just kind of want to see it in action. That's a really cool outfit. 10 out of 10. Coal Tiger. I like the concept. I'm not a fan of the color. So on that ground, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. This one looks a little bit better with the green. I guess I'll just go a little bit more in depth on this one. The leopard print is really cool. I love how there's actually the leopard head that kind of wraps around there. It's like the leopard is like resting on his shoulder, and that looks really cool. Like the green and the gold works here. I think this outfit looks really nice, actually. Yeah, this one I'm gonna give an 8 out of 10. I do like it. I think that the actual animal being over his shoulder adds a lot to it, but I think that the color and how the rest of the suit looks also looks nice too. This is just a recolor of the other warrior outfit, and I don't like this one as much. It's, you know, more white and gray and just doesn't really pop out as much as the other one does. This one looks more like a generic warrior, whereas the other one looks like Black Panther if he was a warrior as well. So this one I'm gonna give a 5 out of 10. White Tiger. Wait, is White Tiger an actual character in the comics as well? I feel like they are. Anyways, so this is just a recolor of the other one. I don't like this one as much because I think it's too white. This one would work better in the snowy areas. I like that the rest of the coat is actually in that print too. The other one didn't match it. I'd still probably give it like a 6 though. Wait, isn't White Tiger the person that was in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon? Isn't that what her name was? White Tiger? And then is there also not gonna be a White Tiger in the Daredevil show? Okay, so it is the same. Okay, that is the person that I was thinking of. Yeah, she also gets her powers from a tiger that is the embodiment of darkness. It's okay. Some Kingdom Hearts shit right there. Boss Spirit. Again, this just looks like a generic warrior in the Wakanda tribe and just not really what Black Panther would wear. It actually kind of almost looks more like, just with this color, it looks more like a knight in the Panther armor, which I guess looks kind of cool. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Yes, Sir Knight T'Challa, which is funny too, because so if we do a quick detour, see now, why don't the other Avengers have costumes like this? Let's actually think about this for a second, okay? So Iron Man has this outfit, right? Apparently Black Panther has this outfit. why do the other Avengers not have these outfits? From my recollection so far, these are the only two that have them. And that would be a really cool set, right? Like all the Avengers, but dressed as knights. Like that's like such a cool concept. But no, this is the set that we get. We get all of the Avengers in Hawkeye colors to promote the Hawkeye TV show. So much missed potential, man. Also, I just realized, can we just take a second to acknowledge that I am currently Black Panther, but the nameplate that is selected for Black Panther is Jane Foster. Okay. Golden Lion. So this one I think looks really cool, actually. This is one of the rare instances where I actually like a yellow costume. Basically because it is just a lion. And then obviously you have the lion print on the back. It just looks really good. This is one that I would probably use, but it looks really nice. I think it looks really good, and especially with the lion theme and the lion mane that they have. And that's coming from me, who hates the color yellow. So this one is gonna get an 8 out of 10 from me. So with this one, again, soldier, knight, Black Panther. Not really a fan of the recolors here. Mainly the green. The red kind of adds a little more to it. Like, it looks fine, but that's just the rest of the theming. It's fine. It's getting a 5. All right, and now we're on to the MCU suits, starting with Captain America Civil War, which was Black Panther's first appearance in the MCU. And it's Black Panther. Full disclosure, I was never really much of a Black Panther guy, but when he had his introduction in Civil War, I think a lot of people who weren't really interested in the character became interested, and I was one of them. So as far as this suit goes, it looks really solid. Obviously, it looks way better than the other suits in the game in that alone, but I think even the design of it works really well. Like the necklace that he has, I always thought was super unique. There's a lot of lines here, but I feel like it just adds more texture to the suit instead of just being like just one plain black spandex, you know what I mean? But there's also a bit of a pattern to it, like especially with going from like the shoulder down to his midline and then back up with that like triangle shape. Like it just looks like a really well designed suit. I think that the gauntlets look really cool. The panther claws on his toes look really nice. Overall, just a really, really, really solid suit. Obviously, it's gonna have to get a 10 out of 10. It just looks that good. And then going on to the Marvel Studios Black Panther suit from the Black Panther movie, and I like it slightly less. The necklace is still there. It doesn't stand out as much. The gauntlets I'm not really a big fan of compared to the other one. It still looks fine. It just kind of looks like a bit of a downgrade. It's almost like they took what worked in the Black Panther suit from Civil War and then they just changed it by not having the lines be as pronounced. It's like it did the exact opposite. Like they made this more of like a slimmer black suit and then just added like a little bit of texture to make it stand out. Whereas the other one had a lot more pronounced textures, and I think it just works a little bit better there. And I also am not really a big fan of how the mask looks. Just kind of looking at it here, I just don't really like it as much as the other one. And that's kind of just my only real problem with this suit. I just don't like it as much as the Civil War suit. And I don't really know why they felt the need to change it other than just, you know, to sell more action figures and to give him a more updated look, I guess. And I know that the purpose was to like give him the, you know, the energy powers and everything. Still looks good, but I just like the other one better. So this one is gonna get an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And that was my ranking of all of the Black Panther suits in Marvel's Avengers. And I think that the ones that really stood out to me were obviously the MCU Civil War one. That's the one that I just personally use the most. I also surprisingly really like the Earth X outfit here. The Luke Charles would be up there too if the pants were a little bit different. And I really liked the Most Dangerous Man. Those ones are probably my top ones, I would say. So let me know what you think of Black Panther suits in Marvel's Avengers in the comments down below. And as always, if you like what you see and you want to see more from me, don't forget to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button to see more. And if you want to check out some other videos of mine, I will link the rest of my Marvel's Avengers playlist over on this side of the screen over here for you to check out. Thank you all again so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you next time.